After being behind bars since 2019, it may have just been settled that YNW Melly is finally free from jail.
What's happening?
What up, bro?
YNW Melly's official Instagram stories and posts have suggested this, and YNW Melly has let his followers know that he finally might be coming out or has in fact already been released from prison.
Now, honestly, what do you think?
I fuck with it.
I repeat, YNW Melly may have just been confirmed to be finally free after over 2 years of jail time. These posts started just 2 days ago, and the accounts continue to hint at Melly's freedom with various other posts indicating so. Welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be looking at the case of YNW Melly, and what may be the final light at the end of tunnel occurring for Melly right as we speak. Alright, let's dive in. So first of all, the official YNW Melly Instagram account has just posted several posts indicating that YNW Melly may have just been freed from jail. Just 2 days ago, the account posted Twitter saying, "I'm out." This post was shortly followed up with another stating YNW Melly free. This has caused a lot of speculation regarding the situation, and stay tuned in as we'll dive deeper and explain the latest news and how this news may in fact be confirming the release for YNW Melly. For those who are confused or who do not know about YNW Melly, he's a 21-year-old Florida rapper accused of several felonies and assaults and has been in jail since early 2019 for the alleged involvement with the murder of Christopher Juvie Thomas Jr. and Anthony Sack Williams. YNW Melly was born on May 1st, 1999 in Gifford, Florida. His mum gave birth to him when she was just 14 and his father's unknown to him. As for his real name, it's JAMELL Maurice Demons. His mother moved to a worse part of Gifford and struggled to cover living expenses and necessities. This rough environment created a rough upbringing for Melly, and at the young age of 11, he was introduced to gang life and became a member of the Bloods. It was when Melly turned 15 that he began eventually creating and publishing his tracks on SoundCloud. At the end of 2015, Melly had his first serious altercation, and he was arrested because he'd fired at a group of teenagers at Vero Beach High School, and was eventually found guilty for felony assault, a public firearm unloading, and 2 counts of aggravated attack for which he served prison time for several months. During one of his interviews, he stated that he was diagnosed with ADHD and bipolar disorder. Surprisingly, he opened up about his personality disorder and mentioned how 6 different personalities were colliding inside his body, hinting that it was Melly's alter ego Melvin that was the bad side of him. And it was when Melvin was in control that these crimes were committed. Despite being accused of many petty and severe crimes and visiting jail a few times, one offense that stands out and is the cruelest is the 2018 incident involving 2 of Melly's personal friends, YNW Sackchaser and YNW Juvie. So let's understand clearly what happened. Let's go back 3 years, back to 2018. Before we go any further, if you like the video so far, then do leave a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click on the bell icon for regular updates, as we'll be continuing to upload the latest rap and hip-hop news by the week. So, it started basically on October 26, 2018. Police forces suspect that at around 3:30 AM on this date, YNW Melly, along with his friends YNW Juvie, YNW Sackchaser, and YNW Bordlin, were working on Melly's new album in the recording studio. After they'd finished the session, the group left the studio, and the surveillance footage shows YNW Melly and 3 other YNW boys getting in their Jeep to leave. The vehicle driver was YNW Bordlin, and YNW Melly was sitting just behind him that night. Bordlin was said to have taken a home-back route, which he suggested was to skip the traffic early in the morning. There were also no street lamps or street camera systems while traveling on their way back home, so this whole event was not visible by any CCTV surveillance. It was on this trip that Juvie and Sackchaser were shot and killed, and it was suggested that Bordlin and Melly had planned this attack, and that Melly was responsible for the shooting of the 2 individuals. Now, police forces still didn't know precisely what happened inside the vehicle, as there was very limited evidence available in advancing the case. However, the assumption is that Bordlin took a ride home in a specific route, knowing there were no cameras in the street, and that Melly, working with Bordlin, then shot and killed both Sackchaser and Juvie. Further evidence was shortly discovered about 2 weeks after the incident, where YNW Melly delivered a questionable message to his girlfriend on Snapchat, saying, "I keep Borland with me because at the end of the day, he did one of the realest stuff in my life." The police suspected that this could be a way for YNW Melly to repay Borland for being faithful and not ratting on him. They also believed that the girlfriend of Melly questioned why Melly protected Borland with him but attacked the other two. It was suggested through investigation that after the event had occurred, YNW Borland drove the car to a highly hidden side car park where no one was in sight and therefore could not hear any gunfire. This could have been the time when YNW Melly and YNW Borland supposedly intentionally damaged their own vehicle with gunfire, making it seem like a drive-by shooting had occurred. This might also be the explanation for this whole affair for Melly and Borland. The most worrying thing is that Melly and Borland took approximately 40 minutes to give their knocked-up friends medical attention. They could have been taken by Melly and Borland to the hospital when they were still in the Jeep, but that never happened. Now, it's somewhat insane to think why they didn't call an ambulance. It took 40 minutes for them to receive medical assistance from their two best friends, but that's again what the law enforcement authorities think happened. However, this is a bit confusing. Did YNW Melly tell the truth or not? Did they actually run into an unfortunate drive-by shooting and get shot at by some random thugs? Or was YNW Melly and Borland indeed guilty for the demise of their two best friends? It's believed by Juvie's and Sack Chase's parents that YNW Melly was the one who did in fact commit the cruel act. Regardless, it's been reported that YNW Melly may have just been released from jail after 2 years imprisonment, which can only be assumed that this was because there was not enough conclusive evidence to charge Melly as guilty for Sack Chase's and Juvie's deaths. Anyways, for now, all we know is that the official YNW Melly account has posted news confirming Melly is free, and that Melly's long case may have finally been concluded, according to his Instagram, stating that Melly and his lawyer's work may have finally proved his innocence. We're yet to receive any further information regarding the details of this announcement. However, this can be expected soon, and I'm sure there's big news coming regarding this situation. So that's it for today, folks. Do comment below your thoughts on this case, and see you in the next video.
I am your favorite rapper. I don't care what